14,700 pounds, big, beautiful front master suite Pinnacle, complete with windshield, obviously, here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. I think this would make a pretty sweet full timing floor plan due to the almost second living room, or almost like private study or retreat room that master suite gives you. Let's take a look inside, then we'll come back out and see how she's put together. This is wow, this is impressive. Every year Pinnacle's gotten better and better, and I think a lot of brands can say that, but where these guys are at right now, this is a cut above. A lot of people make the mistake of, they compare three brands, they grab three different brands, X, Y, and Z. They say, show me the top level fifth wheel from all three of them, because those have to be comparable, right? And the answer is no, not necessarily. Most brands stop at the North Point and Montana level. That's where most of the market stops. The Jayco Pinnacle, it is a true level above. It begins with the fact that this has a full 102 wide body, just like a giant toy hauler. You know, this and the Seismic are very similar in a lot of ways. This is just a full-on straight luxury fifth wheel version versus a luxury fifth wheel that has a garage, you could say. It does everything that matters. Where this shines above a North Point is it's small but really distinctive, important factors. Like I already mentioned the wider body. As opposed to a standard 8-foot body, Pinnacles have an 8.5-foot max width body. And that extra 6 inches, it seems to be very preferred by real full timers, people who are really living in these things. They want every ounce of space they can get, and this is the coach that can get that to you. Now, the construction between this and a North Point are nearly identical, and normally I would talk about more of that outside, but the weather is not cooperating today, so this is going to be a pretty comprehensive interior tour, and then I'm really just going to give you a quick, fast walk around the outside to kind of just tie things home that maybe you couldn't see. So, we're going to start with the things you can see and then talk about the things you can't. Entertainment center over here. One of the things they've done well is they've almost given this kind of like a desk arrangement. You could sort of use this like a little bit of a desk. You see that little drawer above the fireplace there? That's one of those wider extended fireplaces that gives you those cool LED visuals. Those are remote controlled, by the way. Now, you pull this little latch on the right side and the TV pops up. It's on gas struts, so you don't need electricity. And what's neat about that is it gives you either this bonus window right here or the big HD TV, and it's something like a 50-inch ridiculous sized TV that comes with this. Now, they've recently nudged up the entertainment in Jayco fifth wheels. These new Furrion systems right here, they're still Bluetooth and DVD, but they also have face-mounted HDMI and USB plugs, which allow you the use of like Roku or Chromecast sticks or things like that. So they're very mobile entertainment friendly. You can see we've got this vaulted roof here, and this will tie into the Magnum Truss XL6 roof system that they use in the Jayco luxury fifth wheel line. So Jayco already has, without the Magnum Truss XL roof system, the standard Magnum Truss system is already the strongest roof in the business. And here they took it a step further with double vaulted roofing that has extra insulation, and it has even insulation thanks to double arched roofing, because it's not flat on the bottom and arched on top, so it doesn't get thinner as it goes to the sidewall. Now, this has dual 15,000 BTU Whisper Quiet Air, Whisper Quiet bedroom and living room. So you've got a 30,000 BTU quiet cool system that is about 70% quieter than a standard air system. It's a huge difference. So again, if you're going to be living in her, that not having that roaring air conditioner headache. Oh, there's my gloves. I set them down earlier, couldn't find them. They're sitting on that rear sofa there. So that is a big trifold sleeper sofa. And you have to remember, with this being a wide body coach, it's very easy to misconstrue the visual element here. This is a wider sofa than you get in most fifth wheels, but it looks the same because the body is wider, so they were able to put bigger side stands in there, and that's what's cool. That extra wider body, it's giving you full-size side stands and a bigger sofa. You've got household outlets on both sides, USB plugs over there for mobile device charging, and little extra Jayco things, just Jayco doing Jayco things, doing it above and beyond the Call of Duty. Like this little ottoman here. Holy cow, smoke coming out of my ears trying to figure out that word. But that is a padded top on that, so it is a comfy little bonus seat for the grandkids to float around a little bit. But it's got storage below it too, so I mean that nothing is wasted. Now you're going to get dual element day-night shades throughout. So, for instance, you've got these nice diesel pusher MCD roller shades. You can see you've got the day and night sections here. But do you notice, too, you're getting maximum airflow with sofa and slide side airflow windows. We've got all hardwood fascia. You can see that LED track lighting up top, giving us that cool indirect lighting. And again, you can see some of these elements on some other brands of RVs. Like, you know, Montana's, North Points have a lot of similar things to this. This is just the next step up. It's the next, you know, people are like, why is that Pinnacle so much heavier than a North Point? Well, it's bigger, you know. You've got these full walk-in height slides. You got a wider body. And the woodwork on this is all hardwood. This is another one of those key differentiators. Most fifth wheel, most RVs actually, especially fifth wheels, they have what's called lumber core cabinetry. If you reach back here, you can feel wood. Like, listen, you can hear me scratching on wood back here, but it's got a sticker wrap. This does not have a sticker wrap. This is all stained hardwood, hidden hinge cabinetry, pocket screwed together. So that is another step above and beyond. You've got a very diesel pusher dinette here, and in a lot of ways, this is a towable diesel pusher living room. They've really, brands like North Point, Pinnacle, Montana that we have here at Haylett RV, they have really kind of tied it together here where they're bringing you that higher class living to a towable segment, where previously it was like, no, I have a motor home, I'm the upscale individual, you have a trailer, you're trailering. Well, this is luxury living. It's just done you know, with a 1-ton truck in front of it, for instance. So you've got a dual full-time high-back chair dining situation here. There are twin decor matching fold-away guest chairs that store nicely in 2 or 3 different spots in the bedroom. This floor plan has so much storage upstairs. It's stupid. It's awesome. But notice it's a legless dinette. I don't like dinette legs. I have long legs, and I am klutzy, and I like to slouch so my legs stick out further. I like this. And it does have an extension leaf for those guests. And the table is just, it's easy peasy. You want to flip this up and access little, like, desktop storage space. We've got all solid surface counters throughout, even the bathroom. And that's what's nice on these Pinnacles. They don't start to scale down on anything just because you left the living room and the kitchen. Everything stays consistent. Now, this is a very common living room area. It's the upper deck of this fifth wheel that truly differentiates it. But we've talked about the whisper lighting. The lighting package in this is awesome. There's lights everywhere. So many lights. Wall-controlled max air ceiling vent fan for when you are cooking up a storm to do a lot of heat exhaust. And again, that beautiful hardwood cabinetry, giving you that perfect little entry storage bureau, extra little side stand over here with all kinds of outlets, so if you do want to turn into an appliance station, and they don't waste anything. This is full storage all the way back. As deep as this counter is, that's how deep those cabinets are. And notice how nicely finished this is. There's not an area of this coach that is neglected. Everything on here is intentional and extremely well attended. There are different refrigerator options, and that's something I want to mention. There's benefits between residential and gas electric refrigerators, but we have found the service records on residential refrigerators to be below what we find acceptable. It's not that it's like, oh, they're going to fail for sure. I'm not a mudslinging politician. I don't throw false lies like that out there. But we don't like the service record on those electric-only residential refrigerators. They're not made for use like this. If you put a generator, in this from the factory, it doesn't have an auto gen start like a diesel pusher. The coach is not on an air ride system like a diesel pusher. Residential refrigerators are not made to go through the trauma and stress of RV towing. Now, if you're going to be mostly parked, there are advantages to it. But even if you are mostly parked, if you lose power, that has an automatic changeover, that 18 cubic foot gas electric right there. So you're still protected. You don't necessarily need a generator for that emergency use situation. You can put a convection oven in these as a option. We typically do that on a Pinnacle, although naturally, knowing my luck, the one that we have in stock will be the one where it doesn't have a convection microwave, because we had to call Jayco and say, listen, we're out of inventory, you got to get us whatever you have fast. That's always the luck that I have. Now, look at this. Inside the pantry, they've got indirect lighting so you can see in here without blinding yourself. You have this cool little appliance shelf right there, and there are going to be appliance outlets like up under that cabinet there. So you always have appliance space here, but you've got all these extra drawers, and all the kitchen drawers are soft close residential drawers, which is a really nice touch.
it just really takes it home. And I love this little utensil organizer. That is cool. But it just really brings it home that, yes, we are in something classy. What's incredible, just to kind of show you the nature of the Jayco RV family, that is actually something that they adopted after the Jayco Eagle series first put it in place. So it's proven, it's tested, it's been very popular and effective. The island in this is extra large, but it doesn't feel that way because this is an extra wide body RV. You have more room to do that. And look at this. By going with an asymmetrical island, you're picking up all these extra soft close residential drawers over here, wastebasket storage built right in below this big, like, almost industrial looking feeling, like the lunch lady sink. Maybe that's not the sexiest way to put it, but hey, it's what it reminds me of. Big old stainless steel sink that you can really get friendly with. Now, it does have dual covers, and they do slot in place, so they don't tend to jostle around. You can see that little junction right there. I simply like to leave it half open, half closed, so you can get the idea. Little pop-up power port with residential and USB outlets, again, so that when you need prep space, it's gone. When you need appliance space, you want to charge your phone, it's here. Oops. Oh, shoot, I got it hung up. Anyway, I'll come back, grab that. Fail. Anyway. So, you've got a master control panel right here. All your buttons, bells, whistle switches. You've always got a manual switch for anything in these Jaycos. However, trying to make things more mobile friendly right here, you've got the LCI 1 control system. There's the, I think it's the My LCI app. Ooh, my battery's getting low. Look at that battery monitor going to town, helping me out here. You can get the My LCI app. Put that on your phone, you can sync that to this, and basically anything you can do here, you can basically do wirelessly off your phone from the comfort of your chair, you know. If you want to close the awning up outside, you can do that, you know. So let me kill some lights to save some power because my battery is getting low and we got a lot to cover here. Moving upstairs, this upper deck is crazy. It is very much like the 3810 or 3811 Master Suite Montana that we have here at Haylett RV. There's a North Point equivalent to that also that we have here. And then you've got the Big Daddy Pinnacle here. And we also have it in the Open Range 3X. So we have this 4 different ways. We like to give people selection. I do like to point out this extra little coat closet right here, though. But what's interesting is this is actually a almost an old school 3-level fifth wheel. You've got the main deck we're already on, then you have a 2-step to the middle bath deck, and then you step up to the upstairs master suite. So we're going to kind of tackle each room independently. So here in your middle bathroom, this is an upstairs super slide. People are going to look at this monstrosity and go, it's only a triple slide. First of all, only? Oh my gosh, we are spoiled people. Secondly, it starts here and goes all the way up past the bed. It's an upstairs super slide, which means this has an extended upper deck, which is part of what gives us extra storage and a campsite outside refrigerator built right into this thing. So this upper deck has inside and outside benefits. Now, being a mid-level lower deck, it has an exceptionally tall headroom shower clearance up here. So let me take a step over this way. Almost fell because I'm a klutz. I am not a gifted, dexterous individual. I would never be on the Olympic gymnastics team. So this big fiberglass self-reinforced shower with corner seating area right here, you can literally jump up and down in that. It's made for that kind of stress. And little construction things you don't see on Jayco's, like they have plywood decking below that instead of OSB for superior load rating. Now look at this extra linen cabinet. It is as deep as the shower. So you can see kind of from this angle how deep the shower is and how far back that cabinet goes. Porcelain foot flush stool with all sorts of legroom. And that's the other thing I like about a bedroom slide. Standing here, you know, you can see that you've got all kinds of room to stretch and get dressed. And the two of you can navigate through the bathroom without driving each other crazy. And then you've got the little detail things like this. You've got one switch bed and bath lighting that kind of ties together. You can see these LED inlays around the sink. What's neat is if you have the bathroom lights off at night, that sink will always glow. And it glows enough, well, you can turn it off, there's a switch inside, but it glows enough that you can navigate your way through the bathroom without turning on the lights. Now, in a model like this that has 2 hallways, one straight to the bathroom from the master suite, and then one from the, like living room area over here, it's really nice to never have to turn on a bright light because you could have a direct beam against one of the people sleeping. Now, you don't have that problem, but what's neat is that light and all of these lower accent lights are on one switch. so you can flip one switch and navigate your way through the bedroom to the bathroom at night without disturbing your partner. And look at this ridiculous huge window over here. It's just big, and they've got it fully framed out. Oh, it just looks good. It just looks good. Picture window that changes every time you change your campsite. How about that? So right now, just between the natural light from the windows and a couple little accent lights, it's pretty darn nice in here. But it goes another step further. I haven't even activated ceiling lights until just now. Now notice again, whisper ducted air, and this is a very tall person friendly living area. So I'm about 6'3" with my boots on, standing all the way up here in the front corner. I still have head clearance. I just don't have hair. Awkward. So king bed in the slide here. Now, kings are standard in a Pinnacle. You can option down to a queen, interestingly. Whereas a queen will be standard in a North Point, and you can option up to a king, as is more traditionally done. I love this. Like everything, again, decorative. Everything's been attended. Now, the overhead lights above the bed, they actually have an eagle switch bar, or, well, yeah, actually a dimmer switch borrowed from the Jayco Eagle series. If you hold your finger on that little white light indicator right there, it will dim those lights, which is really nice for reading or watching TV at night without like having a bright light blasting you straight in the face. Now, here's another neat thing on your Jayco fifth wheel bed slides. They have full underbed storage. Not every bed slide in this industry can say that. A lot of manufacturers have this giant motor system that occupies a huge chunk of that potential storage space. Jayco doesn't do that. They don't even do that in Eagle, North Point, anything. So now this is where it starts to get different and very interesting. And you're going, where's my closet, dude? Well, we'll get there. Hold on. But again, it's a master suite. If you're going to be living in this full time, if you like a little place where you can come and read a book, or if you just need a place where you can retreat, have your own quiet little personal space, it's almost like a second living room. And let me kind of twist over here. You can see those drawers below that bench. That is one thing that Jayco absolutely knocked out of the park here. Thank you, Matt, who designs the Jayco Pinnacles, for including those drawers down there. We have this available, like I said, this layout in several other brands. Some of them still have storage under the bench, but there's no easy way to get to it. You have to take all those cushions off, and you have to take this decking out from under the sofa, and Pinnacle went a step above and beyond. But guys, that's why they're not the lightest weight coach out there. That's why this is not the least expensive coach out there. It's the best in a lot of different ways, but it's going to be heavier, and it's going to be more money. Those two things are just a fact. If you're looking for lighter, if you're looking for less money, they build those coaches, but you're going to have to start giving things up. Pinnacle's the one where you get everything without giving anything up, but the offset is weight and price. Everything comes at a cost. Everything is a push-pull, a two-bladed sword. This is not the least expensive RV. It is the most highly equipped fifth wheel. That's its goal, and I do love how they've handled this. Now, your bedroom TV is included with this. That's a standard thing, but as we turn around here, this is where you start to go, oh, there's my closet, and it is so much more storage than you realize. I don't think doing this video, I'm really going to do it justice. I don't think you're going to get a good feel for how much storage is in here, actually, but I'm going to try. So it starts right here. You've got this handy little thing, and you see right away how it is full depth, and they didn't waste anything. Shine a little light back in there so you can get an idea. So you're like, well, why is it on this goofy corner angle? And that's because of this guy right here. And I purposely took, normally those two folding guest chairs, I would stuff those under the master bed. But look at this. Look at this huge closet. You got your hanging rod up there. And it is just incredible storage right here. So sitting right on the bed, you can stand right up. You can grab your clothes for the day. You've got dual dresser space right here, and that is equally deep. There is tremendous storage right here. Now, the corner storage that we saw here, that is mirrored on the other side right here in an angle that's really hard for me to get to. But then we open up these guys. And this is either just a ridiculous amount of storage, or this is where your washer-dryer prep's going to be located. Oops, I'm so sorry. I'm doing terrible camera work here because I'm trying to juggle flashlights. I'm wearing all kinds of winter clothes right now at the time of this filming. Just not my finest work necessarily, but hopefully you can see through that and understand the benefits of this.
I'm kind of half starstruck. I really do get excited about these guys. I am a nerd. I really do think camping is fun. And when I see stuff like this, it gets distracting to me. So we've kind of seen the layout now. Since the weather is just not friendly outside, I want to start digging into the construction of this because I think that's a big deal. We've already talked about the Magnum Truss roof system up here, the XL6 double arched fully insulated system. Let's talk insulation since the weather is absolute garbage outside right now. There's a lot more 0 to 100 degree fifth wheels out there than there ever have been in the past, and I think that's great. I really do. But they're not all equal in performance. Now, I am happy with anything that achieves 0 degree ratings, which from the Jayco Eagle HT up, all Jayco fifth wheels, and from the Keystone Cougar up, and pretty much any Highland Ridge fifth wheel, they're all 0 to 100 degree rated, but they don't all perform the same. Pinnacles are among the very best out there, Jayco fifth wheels in general. So in a 0 degree scenario, they take these to a giant Dometic cold chamber, they bring the temp down to 0 degrees, they set the thermostat on 70, well, thermostat's down here, and then they leave. Now, Jayco tests with the slides open too, but they come back 24 hours later and they take periodic readings, and they found they were achieving 58 degrees in the underbelly. That is surpassed by only one manufacturer, of which I am aware, and we also carry them here at Haylett RV. Now, there's a lot of brands we have here that have achieved 40 degrees in the underbelly in the same testing, and that's fine. That is 0 degree successful. I'm cool with that. But these guys were way above and beyond that. So they don't test below 0 degrees with Jaycos. They could, I'm sure, and be successful, but they didn't. But, you know, the fact is this is a very heavily insulated product. But it's funny. Jayco doesn't advertise R52 roofing because that is a bold-faced lie. There is no such thing as R52 roofing. The R value number that a manufacturer gives you, frankly, guys, you just can't trust it because they can say literally anything they want and you have no way to check them except hard, tested, published performance data, and Jayco actually gives you that. Now, roof and floor, they're using wide body plywood, and that stuff is not cheap. You're paying, that is an extra thing you're paying for here, but it has a greater load capacity on it than equivalent like sheeted 8-foot length OSB. So you've got 5/8 tongue and groove plywood floor decking, 3/8 tongue and groove plywood roof decking on top of those already superior trusses. You've got a 2x3 aluminum floor stud system that has all your heat vents running through it. Now someone's going to say, crap! Why'd they put the stupid floor vents in the floor? Because dirt can get in there. And the answer is, yeah, maybe. Notice how they did put it in an out-of-the-way, not primary foot zone. They didn't put it right in the middle. They're smart about this. But centrally ducted floor heating is the most efficient, effective way to heat a big RV like this. Guys, when we're in a 27-foot one-slide ultralight camper, cabinet versus central ducted heating, it just don't make a lick of difference. It will perform equally. But if what you're looking for is good, hard, cold camp rating, this is the heat system that you want. That is why brands like Jayco, Montana, that's why they do this, because it will give you better cold camp test ratings, okay? We talked about the air conditioner. The walls, you've got full aluminum structure, vacuum laminated walls. The slide walls are also laminated, and that's another thing to talk about. This isn't just a Luan wall here. This is full structural, full insulated, so this is helping maintain square. That's another neat thing at Jayco is that everything's built the same. So your slide is basically built like another miniature RV. They also use this extra thick laminated flooring in the slide out flooring so that even when the slide is in, basically you can walk and jump on it and it doesn't bend or buckle. The idea being that when the slide is out, and you're full timing in this, you're not going to have potential like buckle structure issues, not during the warranty phase, but long after. This is built for after the warranty expires. My battery must be dying because the lights are dimming on me. All right, again, just due to the weather being not camera friendly, this exterior tour is going to be far more brief than I would normally get into. I want to point out a couple floor plan specific things that we have here. Now, they are using the 0G step above system by Morrite out here. The difference being, this is the one that doesn't just fall with gravity. It's self-strutted. It will hold itself in place. I talked about that extended upper deck inside. And what part of what that's giving you is this extra little campsite mini fridge right here. And this is going to be right next to where you'd have like a picnic table or whatnot.
You don't got to bring a cooler anymore. She's got one built right in there. Now, you do need park power or a generator to run that. Speaking of generators, we do have this equipped with their dry camp package or gen ready package, whatever you want to call it, kind of the same thing. And that does two things. One, that front compartment that you can see right here, it is generator ready. But the other thing that it does for us is it gives this thing significantly more propane capacity. Instead of two 30-pound tanks, it upgrades to three 40-pound tanks. It doubles the propane capacity on this. You've got 120 pounds of propane on this sucker now. So we kind of look at that, and even if you don't care about a generator, dude, that's awesome. I mean, that's insane. Awesome prep style there. Now, that is an automotive windshield built into that front cap there. And a neat thing, that is pre-installed by the cap manufacturer when the cap comes in. That's not like you don't have extra people manhandling that and trying to marry that up in a dirty factory environment. That is pre-installed at the paint shop where the caps are done, which is cool. You can see that on our Pinnacles, we generally put these slide awning toppers on there because so many people do use these for park use. It's just the greatest way to help keep the slides clean. And in weather like this today, it keeps that snow off the slide during my little tour here. So it's one less thing that we also have to clean. So we also like those. 6-point auto leveling with vehicle hitch height memory, though that's one of those things on any fifth wheel with a bedroom slide. You can almost assume that anymore. Privatized heated protected docking center, part of that insulation package that they have here. All of your gate valves are enclosed. When you look down in here, a couple key things. You can see that your entire upper deck, and this is true even in the Eagles, even in the Eagle HTs, all Jayco fifth wheel upper decks have different things going on from industry standard. They're using the double-sided astrofoil, looks like aluminum foil bubble wrap. It does way, way more than the single layer hot dog paper type stuff, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. This is just better. You can see that they have heat ducting run centrally even upstairs. They're not using that flexi coil hose because it is less efficient, less heating. And you can see that it's even heating the central cavity. And I love that storage shelving on the left side. And here we have the boxes, including your 50 and dual 32-inch HD TVs, dwarfed in this absurdly large storage section right here. Goodyear tires, Goodyear radials, endurance radials. This has the these have the best speed and ratings in their class. Basically, you can set these at 80 psi. Jayco had used tires like this in the past, but they had to be set at 120 psi. You just can't go anywhere to get a tire set at 120 psi. So these new Goodyear endurance radials, you can get those topped off basically anywhere. You know, anywhere that's got an air pump, you're going to be good to go. Now, we do have the SantaCon fast dump station equipped on this one. That is an option you can put on these. This has a 50 amp power in-out reel. So kind of almost like a power awning. You push a button and the power cord comes out. You push another button, the power cord retracts. The nice part about that is you don't have to manhandle that big heavy power cord. 2-inch accessory hitch on the back here, perfect for things like bike racks. So you know, if an RV doesn't have one of those and you want to put a bike rack on the back, it's very hard to do it without voiding the structural part of your warranty out there. And there are so many brands out there touting a 3-year structural warranty that don't have the ability to put a bike rack on the back without voiding that 3-year structural warranty. Well, Jayco does better, does more. And we should talk about warranty. This has twice the warranty on the whole coach, not just the structure, the whole coach. Which way is better? Which way is more important? That, you know what, give us a call and we can run you down the benefits of both, because they both have neat benefits. But the full coverage 2-year warranty on a Jayco covers more things, more expensive things, for longer. You can see the dual power awnings. They both have LED lights at the base. My hands are too full to open this, but this is where that, like you saw, that 50-inch TV, that goes in the living room, 32-inch TV in the bedroom. Now, this is an optional outside TV you can put on a Pinnacle right here to give you just all kinds of awesome entertainment on a rainy day. We've got keyless entry on your main door. Oh, come on, Snow. Get off my camera lens. Keyless entry is handy to keep, you know, like your keys in the camper if you want to go on a bike run or a kayak or swimming, and you don't want to take the chance of accidentally losing your keys along the way. That's what that's good for. This is not my best exterior footage, and it's just making me cry inside because I feel I have failed you. I have failed this camper. I feel like I need to call Jayco and apologize for doing such a poor job of really covering this one, but it's just The weather is not cooperating today, guys, and I hate to have excuses. I know I live in Michigan. I know it snows, but it is what it is. Hopefully you can see through it. Hopefully you can understand that, and maybe you can appreciate that we're out here trying to get this done, rain, sleet, snow, shine, whatever, and understand that, you know, when you give our team a call here at Haylett RV, we'll work for you. Obviously, we don't let a lot stop us. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.